Pokemon Trainers Academy, Episode 20, The Case of the Broken Pokedex. On Thursday at lunch, the cafeteria was filled with sounds of clacking of Pokedex keys. The students had begun their unit on using the Pokedex. They had one simple task: look up the fully evolved form of their Pokemon by number. Amber, Bruce, and Marigold were seated together at a table. Amber was finished. All she had to do was look up Latias. Marigold was struggling to figure out Vanillite's number. Bruce picked in the number 59 into his Pokedex. It blared back, Arcanine, the legendary Pokemon. Pretty much everyone had turned towards him. Turn it down, Amber and Marigold told Bruce. He turned the Pokedex's volume down to mute. Unfortunately, the noise at their table didn't end. Wally Albrecht was sitting there too. He typed the same number into his Pokedex repeatedly while yelling, 282, 282, 282. Ah! He slammed his fist on the table, causing the Pokedex to jump. Wally, don't make your Pokedex jump like that, Amber said as she took the Pokedex. You'll shake up the mechanics even more. She shook the Pokedex lightly. It made a rattling sound. What seems to be the problem? It won't work, Wally replied. Please be more specific. It won't work! Every time I try to do something on it, it won't work! You know what, Amber said as she gave Wally the Pokedex. Go see Professor Witz about this. He knows more about Pokedexes than I do. Professor Witz? Bruce shouted. Isn't that your girlfriend's teacher? Wally squinted at Bruce. Flora's not my girlfriend, he said. You sure? Amber asked. She seems to talk about you an awful lot. How would you know? She's my roommate. Oh, Wally said. Then he slowly got up. Well, I'm going to see Professor Witz about that Pokedex. Bye. Wally left the cafeteria and went to Professor Witz's room. When he got there, he swung open the door and yelled, Is this Professor Witz's room? The man sitting at the teacher's desk playing with two pencils, presumably Professor Witz, yelled back, Yes, no need to shout. My Pokedex won't work, Wally said. Have you tried turning it on? Yes, Wally walked to the teacher's desk and slammed the Pokedex on it. And it still won't work. And it especially won't work if you slam it like that, Professor Witz said as he pressed the on button. Nothing happened. Oh, would you look at that? It doesn't work. What's wrong with it? Hold on, I'm trying to figure that out, Professor Witz said. Maybe it's the batteries. He turned the Pokedex over and pulled out a screwdriver from a drawer. He unscrewed the lid on the battery compartment to find that the batteries were too small. Oh, would you look at that, Professor Witz said. Some idiot put AAA batteries in here instead of AA batteries. Does his name start with S and rhyme with Paul? Wally asked. Probably, Professor Witz said. The professors put the batteries in their students' Pokedexes. And Skull, he's a total nutcase. He took out the AAA batteries and replaced them with AA's. Then he screwed the lid back on and handed the Pokedex back to Wally. Here you go, he said. It should work now. That day at evening study, Wally came bounding towards Amber and Natalie with his Ralts under his arm. Get this, Wally yelled as he pulled out his Pokedex. Professor Witz, fix my Pokedex. Why are you telling me? Amber asked. You call Flora my girlfriend, I rub my Pokedex in your face, Wally said. That way we both get tortured. Now I'm going to test this baby on you. He pointed his Pokedex at the empty space underneath his arm. Gosh dang it, Ralt! I'll just test it on you. He pointed the Pokedex at Amber. I'm not a Pokemon, Amber said. You sure, Amber? Your Latias is a shapeshifter, isn't she? She could be anything. But she's not here. Okay, Wally said. I'll just test it on you. He pointed the Pokedex at Natalie's Audino. It started saying, Klefki, the keychain Pokemon. Then Wally yelled, Gosh dang it, Pokedex, why would you ever work? And threw it on the ground. I keep telling you, Wally, Amber said. If you keep doing that, you'll only make it worse. Wally was about to reply when Professor Ogloza yelled, Wally, how many times do I have to tell you to keep your Ralts under control? I'll be right back, Wally said as he ran off. The case of the broken Pokedex yet to be solved.